A dense fog curls around the abandoned Saxon manor, as if the land itself is trying to hide what lives inside. The intro opens with the unsettling truth that the manor has been sealed for over a century, its windows boarded with iron sheets, its gates chained by the authorities, and its name scratched out from every village record. Locals refuse to speak of it, except in hushed tremors, because they believe Agatha Saxon, the outcast witch who once lived there, never truly died. Her presence is felt in the cold gusts that pass through the valley, in the way birds refuse to fly near the estate, and in the chilling reports of a faint crying sound that echoes from within the manor at night. This is the atmosphere you build before revealing the true hook. For decades, anyone who dared enter the house either went missing or emerged deranged, muttering strange phrases and clawing at their own skin as if something beneath it was trying to break free. Recently, a group of influencers tried to debunk the legends by live-streaming their exploration of the manor. Their stream began normally, filled with jokes and bravado, but halfway through, the video shifted, lights flickered, shadows twisted unnaturally, and a tall, skeletal figure appeared behind them, whispering in a voice layered with dozens of tones. The stream ended in abrupt static, their cameras found smashed near the entrance, but the explorers themselves have yet to be found. This disturbing footage and the mystery around their disappearance is what pulls viewers into the curse of Agatha Saxon, making them wonder if the witch has truly returned, or if she never left at all. Agatha Saxon's story begins long before the manor became a place of dread. She was once a quiet, reclusive woman in the late 1700s, known for her strange habits, collecting animal bones, gathering rare herbs at midnight, and carving symbols into the trunks of dead trees. People whispered that she practiced blood-binding rituals and spoke to spirits that others couldn't see. Over time, children began disappearing from the nearby village, and although no one could prove it, the villagers blamed Agatha. One stormy night, the terrified townsfolk marched to her manor with torches and pitchforks. They found her in the basement, surrounded by ancient manuscripts and a ring of candles, chanting in a language no one recognized. Before they could drag her out, she screamed a curse so sharp and piercing that the entire valley seemed to tremble. "What you steal from me, I reclaim in flesh and soul." They burned parts of the manor, but when the smoke cleared, Agatha's body was never found. In the months that followed, tragedy spread like a plague. Livestock mutilated, villagers waking with scratches forming strange symbols, shadows stretching unnaturally along walls as if trying to escape. Stories began to circulate about a tall, thin woman seen lurking at the forest edge, her jaw unhinged and her eyes blackened. Over generations, the curse grew stronger, twisting the manor into a labyrinth that changed its structure, doors appearing where none existed, hallways shrinking or expanding, and mirrors reflecting not the present but the moment of one's death. Paranormal investigators who entered described hearing children calling their names, feeling invisible hands pulling at their clothes, and seeing rooms soaked in blood only for the sight to vanish seconds later. Most disturbing were the testimonies of those who barely escaped. They claimed that Agatha's spirit no longer looked human, it had fused with the manor itself. A grotesque entity crawling through walls and floors, feeding on guilt, fear, and unspoken sins. Linking this ancient curse to modern events, reports surfaced about missing hikers in the surrounding woods, strange chanting recorded on abandoned phones, and the recent livestream where the influencers captured a pale figure dragging something heavy across the floor. Experts who analyzed the last frame insisted the figure was Agatha, her body contorted but unmistakable. The pattern is clear. The curse has awakened again, and each disappearance fuels her return, suggesting that Agatha Saxon is no longer bound to the manor. She is hunting for new hosts, spreading her corruption beyond the walls that once contained her. As the story reaches its end, the camera lingers on the silent silhouette of Saxon Manor, its broken roof outlined against a starless sky, almost as if the darkness above is leaning closer to listen. You remind viewers that Agatha Saxon's curse was never defeated. It was only waiting for the world to forget. Every disappearance, every strange recording, every glimpse of that pale figure in the background is a sign that her hunger has returned. The Explorer's livestream wasn't just an accident, it was an invitation, a crack in the barrier that had kept her confined. Now, with the attention their video has received, the curse has new eyes to feed on, new fears to grow stronger from. The closing leaves audiences with a chilling warning. If Agatha's power thrives through fear and curiosity, then every viewer who watched, listened, or even thought about her may have already opened a door she can step through. The screen begins to fade to black, but before it does, A faint whisper echoes soft, almost tender, suggesting that Agatha Saxon has already found her next shadow to follow.